entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Slot man moves right.
Green 39. Gone. Hurry up, here we go.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now, this is playoff football. I mean, what a big-time tackle. Perfectly executed with a little extra emphasis there.
And got him for a loss as well.
Watch it now, Barney. Over.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Matthews has it right side. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. A first down carry by Elliott. Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They go to Elliott again, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney, here we go. Green, watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
The give is to Elliott. Muscles him off. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Set. 319. 319.
The slot man in motion right. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Let's go. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
All right, here we go. 319.
Slot man moves right.
319.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Well, now they'll try the end around. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Let's go! Red 38! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Ohio!
A shotgun snap for Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here we go now.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They start on the ground with Elliott. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, Detroit, Detroit.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Now let's go. Boom, 90.
10th carry now for Elliott. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Set. Green 39. Green.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw. He's got it to Matthews, complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will make it 6-0. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play. On first down, Watson escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So 2nd and 10 here. Throwing again is Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, You can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Third and 2, Watson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Now a first down throw, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Now, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On second down, here's Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Fields. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
Here's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And some room to maneuver. There he goes left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Flynn. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Here we go now.
A give to Elliott. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On the counter, Elliott. And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard, right near the 39. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Set. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard. Detroit. Detroit.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And this will be taken at the 13. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Watson now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. Room to run inside the 40. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the D-line's going to spread out. Watson on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Second down following the run.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
All right, here we go. Green. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
The slot man in motion right. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two, because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result. Carry for Samaje Perine. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Matthews, the receiver, goes in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they send a man in motion right. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Shift together here from the D-line. From his goal line here, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
The play clock's running down. On 1st and 10, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Watson's going to throw it here. Rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And oh, he coughed it up. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Watson. Throws right side, and that's complete. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are on the field?
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. Charles, you think back to some of the great OT games in postseason history. There have been a lot of them. I think in January 2016, Hail Mary from Aaron Rodgers, but the Cardinals were able to survive that game.
Yeah, you need a Larry Fitzgerald, which the Cardinals had, to trump an Aaron Rodgers Hail Mary, and they did so. But let's go back. 1982. Okay, don't say it. I know I'm the old guy here. But San Diego at Miami, one of the classic NFL games. It was finally decided in overtime. Dan Fouts to Kellen Winslow, and the Chargers advanced to the AFC Championship game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.